Hey everybody. I am finally getting around to posting this video of this mini album that I made. I was in the mood to do a baby mini album, and I actually did this with digital papers. I was so against working with digital papers, and then I don't know, it was probably back in the summer, maybe it was back in the spring, I made a couple digital albums that I actually sold as a custom order, and I never did the video. I think that's when I took my crafting hiatus. But anyways, if I can find the video, if I saved it to my computer, I'll post it later. But anyways, I think I really like doing digital papers now. So I found these digital papers. I think I saw two people do. I think it was Rosa Kelly and Rena, fashionista, scrapbook fashionista, did a video from this. It's called Dreamz, etc. So I went over and checked out those digital collections, and I found this baby one, and I'm telling you, these are the prettiest baby papers I've ever seen. They're not like any collection that's in the scrapbooking thing. So I actually made, I know I'm dragging on, I actually made 3, because this one's gonna go for sale on my Etsy, and then I actually made 2 more little ones as a gift for 2 people that just had a baby. And this one's kind of unisex, so it could be for boy or girl, and the other 2 I used all the same papers, I just mixed them up. But I did one that was simply all pink papers, and then one was all blue papers, one for a boy and a girl. But I will tell you, okay, so before I get into the mini album, here's just some of the leftover papers that I cut, that I have left over. Like you can just keep printing and printing and printing. So that's kind of why I like it, and it really doesn't take as much ink as I thought. So these are probably all going to be the same. So that was the front. This is looking a little more yellow on my camera. I don't know why. But anyways, just beautiful. I probably will create some more. There's all kinds of tags and envelopes. So anyways, that gives you a look. But there's a die that I used in here that when I was on the website, I picked it up. And I'm telling you, it's my new favorite die of all time. This is the die. It's on the website, Dreamz. It's Dreamz, etc., etc. And I think it's an Etsy store. But anyways, this is the die. It's by Spellbinders, and I haven't seen it anywhere except when I went on that site. So it's a pocket, and it's already, it's so beautifully detailed. But anyways, that's the die. It's available there. That's where I got it. I'm addicted with it. I love using it, and I'll show it to you in this book. But anyways, this is going to be for sale in my Etsy store. It measures, I don't know why I have to measure it. Well, I finished it probably 2 weeks ago and made 2 more. And I'll try to insert the pictures of the 2 at the end, but I didn't do a video on them, and I already gave them away. So it measures 6 by 8 3/4. That's weird. I don't know. When the spine is like 3 inches usually, 2.5 inches. So that's part of the paper. I cut it up, and I didn't put anything on this spine because that's just so pretty. And the pearls, I just love it. And I just added some lace. And let me tell you, the paper is so pretty. I didn't want to cover any of it up, so there's hardly no embellishing going on except for a couple pieces of lace here and there. So you open it up, and here is that pocket die that I was just telling you about. Let me zoom in for you. On mine, I wanted to leave it white, but I didn't like it plain stark white, so I actually trimmed the triangles of the paper to put here. Because you can see it's got embossing, and in the picture they put little pearls on those embossing things. But for this book, I didn't do it. Maybe in the future I will. So I did 2 pockets there, and I put some tags in, you can see, and there's some tags with the collection. Super pretty. Love it. I love that die. And I love this paper. Okay, so Then here's another pocket on this front flap with some more tags. And these tags are already, like, I bought the kit, the whole kit, which you get the tags, the envelopes, and the papers. Because the tags are, I just cut them out and put them on cardstock, so it's already there for you. So then there's the pocket I glued on top of that magnetized flap. And then you could put a photo here, photo there if you want to cover it up or leave it as a title page. And then a nice photo there. And then here I cut out, great, someone's coming home. I hear it, the dogs are gonna go nuts. And then here I just left for a photo. I fussy cut out the little baby on top. And you could tuck flags, tags and photo mats right behind there. And you could still put a photo. There they go. Alright, I'm not going to stop because you just have to listen to it. Alright, then here's a pocket, and these are Heartfelt Creation dies. I made this little pocket, and there's the background paper there. And like I said, this one is for boy or girl because I alternated the backing papers with pinks, blues, and yellows. So it's very gender neutral for baby, boy, or girl. There's a little, you could journal on that little journal spot and put a photo. And I made a little booklet. Put the papers in there. And another photo mat, and you could write on that. It never fails when I do a video. Everyone wants to come home or something, right? Alright, so then I used that from the cover again. I just love that. And that opens up to put a photo. And photo there. That's magnetized. That turns over. Look at those little precious babies. And the lace is right there. You could put a photo up here if you want to leave that, or cover it up, whatever, and the lace will go over your photo. I cut out these little booties, and your photo will stick underneath it like that. And then that will open up, and you can put photos there. I don't know why this is looking yellowish. It's my lighting in here. I can't help it. Then on this page, we have another Heartfelt Creations pocket die that I cut out. And look at that beautiful. Oh my gosh, I love this. And there's, you can even journal with the lines and put a photo on the back. And then there's a tag. And on these tags, you can either journal or you could still put a photo on the back of them. Or the front if you want to cover up the paper. You can crop them small so the paper still shows through. It's up to you. And then here's another Heartfelt Creation die. And I use these two, the blue, those two pieces of paper. So that's the top front part. And then this is a pocket, and then that's that part. And then this is a pocket. I cut the paper in half so it will slide under there. And that's what's so cool about this digital paper is I can keep cutting it in different spots to give it a different look, you know, just use a little bit of that. So I really enjoyed, I got my money's worth out of it. And then these are not mounted. I just put these tags from the collection in there. I didn't want to mount them because if you put photos on them, this is a thinner pocket, it would get too thick. And this one has no middle. This album does not have middle inserts. It was too heavy because I double card stocked it to give that border trim, and it would just be way too thick and crazy. So here's another side pocket using my Heartfelt Creation dies. Just look at that beautiful paper. Oh my gosh, do I love this paper. My Skype friends were getting annoyed with me because that's all I kept saying was how much I love this paper. So it's been a long time since I got really excited over a collection. Here's another little photo booklet that I made to put paper. Now the dog's locked in the room. She's going to go berserk. And then there's another photo mat. And that tucks in there nicely. This was so thick and I didn't want to do a magnet, so I did a seam binding closure. I cut a piece of the paper and scalloped it with a punch. So you can tuck a photo and put a photo and have it tucked in, and then there's a card. And look at those booties again. Oh my gosh, it's adorable. And then it just slides right in there. And opens that way. Here I did something different. I used these, they have these little envelope things in the thing, and I kind of wasn't sure how to use them, so I just kind of did that. I put a brad with these little baby embellishment pins that I had, so it turns. That will flip up, and you can tuck a little picture in there, or a little note, or a little keepsake, or something. And so it's just like a little envelope pocket to keep something, and then you can put a photo here. And then this page is a pocket. I try to keep this more pockets to put your photos on the mats, just so I didn't have to cover up the beautiful paper. So there's that. And then photo mats. I'm not stopping this video. The dog can stay in there and keep scratching. You'll just have to hear it. So I'm going to tie that back. And then my last two pages, I did, I used my dies, those Heartfelt Creation dies, in the opposite way to cut it out that way to make a little pocket. So I made two pockets on top of here, but they're on top of this. And these open this way then. So you can put a photo, and a photo there. And then this reveals then another pocket to put some photos and a photo mat, and that tucks back in there like that. And then these close back up, but then this opens this way like that, and then you can put your photos here, and then that closes back up. And then on the very last cover page, I didn't put anything in the middle of my pages because it kind of just took away. These pages are very thick, and it got in the way. So I put a little piece of lace up there, and then this opens up like this to put a photo inside on the two of those. And that way you can still see the pretty paper. And you can leave that plain and let it show if you want. So that's that. I so love this collection. I will have this listed in my Etsy store if you're interested, if you need a baby gift, or if you want to store your baby photos in it. But I actually think, so I will have the link to my Etsy store down below. And after this video, here's some more papers from the collection that I printed out that I want to create with next. So I've already printed a whole set out. Look at how gorgeous these papers are. But I actually think I'm going to try my hand at making a traveler's notebook. I see all the rave. I know I'll never use a traveler's notebook, but they look like fun to create. So I think I'm going to try it with that. So stay tuned. And if you're into those traveler's notebooks, stay tuned. And maybe I'll have some in my Etsy store. But if not, please visit my Etsy store, because I think mini album sales are just... they're not selling like they used to, guys. So that's why I think I'm going to try my hand in something else to still have fun, but yet supply my habit. All right, you guys have a good day. I will talk to you all later. Bye-bye.